The governor has activated the National Guard. He's spoken with FEMA, and he is warning people to stay off the roads on Sunday to stay out of the storm's path. High winds, power outages, and flooding. A warning to stay off the roads Sunday when Henri makes landfall.
We all need to take this storm extremely seriously.
Hundreds of thousands in Massachusetts in danger of losing power.
The storm could knock out power for somewhere between 100,000 and 300,000 residents based on the current estimates. So we're also working with utilities and others to stage crews around the Commonwealth.
1,000 members of the National Guard activated to help with high water rescues. Heavy rains on an already saturated ground could make travel treacherous.
Let's do what we can to not have to put first responders in the situation and have to make those.
Share with you guys a very interesting find here, as it looks like we have a massive explosion of energy in the heart of Hurricane Henri. I want you to pay attention right here. Look at that. That is, without a doubt, a massive explosion of energy at the heart of a hurricane. And you were witnessing this off the satellite feeds. There it is again. You cannot reproduce that type of an event through the clouds and through the atmosphere without a massive release of energy. Hurricanes do not do this on their own. We have known that they are doing this. We've seen them cloud seed before hurricanes. We've seen them steering hurricanes. And we know that they have ionospheric heaters in places like Puerto Rico, where they can blast the center of a hurricane and they can charge it up with energy. You were witnessing with your own eyes off the satellite feed an explosion that took place and is rippling through the clouds in the cloud deck, completely circular. I mean, it looks like a bomb went off in there. And I'm telling you, it's an energy bomb, and they have just fueled this hurricane. Okay? So they're saying it's going to go up and hit New England and all this other stuff. It could veer any way they choose because they control this stuff. Okay? It is, in my belief, that is exactly what you're witnessing in this. And we've caught them red-handed. One of the very few times you're going to see something this large scale and have the proof to show right here.
3 nights ago or 2 nights ago, I ruined my 20-year-old telescope, broke the motor in it, which was pretty devastating for me, but we'll get through it. Anyway, we got this crazy storm coming in, Henri or however they want to pronounce it. Now, luckily, I was able to save some of the GIF files. I don't have chat up. There we go. Now I do. So I saved some of the files the other night when the internet was working. I was able to save some of the files. And I was really watching what they were doing, because back in the 16-day forecast, I told you guys it was a battle between this cold front and this storm, because originally it was going to hit right around Boston area. But I got to looking here. Let me zoom in on this. We got a blast wave coming off. It looks like Virginia, where they got a bunch of military bases. Let me zoom in on this. So this is what I saved from the other night. So we got the storm coming in. Now this thing just started bubbling up. You know they were hitting it with something because it exploded like crazy. But what I want you to look at is not the storm, but over here, right off the Carolinas. Look at this wave of energy get shot down. It looks like a hammerhead, if you can see my mouse. So right here, watch this blast wave come straight down. And it looks like that's what got the storm spinning, or they disintegrate. I'm still trying to figure it out. Looks like maybe they tried to weaken it. I may be too zoomed in, but look at that. It's just like an anvil right there, just out of nowhere. And of course you got chemtrail spraying right there. And I also saved the radar from last night because I wanted to see what this cold front was going to do when this storm gets here. Now this don't even look like a hurricane. It looks like they're beaming down their magnifying glass on this thing, and it keeps like recycling. And then look how the storm gets pulled. Here, let's go to today. Try to get to today. So when we look at today's, we can see the storm is being pulled backwards. the cold front actually shot down underneath the storm. So, which is weird. It's like they slingshotted this thing right in towards, headed right for New York. So instead of, the normal weather patterns, this thing would have pushed this thing well off before it even hit. So now what we got to expect, this is the new weather pattern. We see you got a monster storm developing down there in the Bajas. Down there, if you can see that, I can't tell.
Yep. Seeding the storm.